Shalom
Good evening, Shabbat Shalom on this very hot and humid day here in Pittsburgh. If you have joined us in the Beit HaT'filah, welcome to our wonderful central air-conditioned location. And if you are home in your own central air-conditioned location watching us online, I welcome you as well. I hope you all are staying cool. We're going to go ahead and start with Ma Yafeh Hayom on page 10. I was right before. Ma Yafeh Hayom on page 10. Welcome in Shabbat with the kindling of Shabbat lights. I am honored to invite Juno Samuel to come and light our Shabbat lights. it didn't. No, take it off. Take a second. Sorry. I'm gonna remove the wax for a second. Got it. There you go. Right. There you go. Shabbat Shalom. We are going to continue with Psalm 96, Sing a New Song Unto God. You can find it on the screen. Every week, the Shabbat bride, our marriage, us and God and the Jewish people. And we get to say, welcome bride, come on in. And we say, come on in together on page 20 for Lecha Dodi, page 20. And as always, we are just doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
Shamor
standing up, I invite you to greet your neighbor and let them know what your favorite activity to do to cool off in the summer is. I think we all need some recommendations. All right. I am hearing some fabulous suggestions. I think there's more time to share these suggestions over maybe a cool water and a cookie at the end of the service. For now, I invite you to be seated, and we're going to continue with Shalom Aleichem, welcoming each other and God's ministering angels on this Shabbat evening. Together we read on page 27 in the middle. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew our days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. Yitkadal v'yitkada shemei Rabban, ve'al hadi v'rachirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayeichon v'yameichon, u'b'chayei techol Beit Yisrael, bagal ha-bagal u'v'zeman ha'kariv, v'yimeru amen, Yehei shmei Rabban mevarach, le'alam u'l'almei almaya, yitvarach, yitvarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnasei, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal, shemet kodesha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran ve'alma, v'yimeru amen. Together we rise for our call to worship the Baruch Hu on page 28. continue with the Hebrew on the top of page 30. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, bechokma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, vechoshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi laila, umavdil bein yom uvein laila, Adonai tzevaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, God, who brings on evening. We turn to page 33 and read the second reading in the middle of the page. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works, and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. We continue with our proclamation of faith, Shema, on pages 34 and 35. When we conclude with that prayer into the Beit HaT'filah, you may be seated. Shema Yisrael, Adonai.
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך משיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
We turn to page 40, and in preparation for our Michamocha praise, thanking God, among all others, for getting us through a troubling time, we read together on the middle of page 40 in the English. Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob. from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. As a Ata Adonai, Gaal Yisrael. As a preview of coming attractions, sometimes we say prayers that are petitions and a please, as in P-L-E-A-S, not P-L-E-A-S-E, please, not please. And we ask God to continue to redeem Israel and the people of Israel and all who are in Israel. And we sing together, Mi Chamocha, thanking God for all that we have received so far. Mi Chamocha va'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha nedar v'kodesh, Mi Chamocha va'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha nedar v'kodesh. Torah tehilot, osei fe'elah, Torah tehilot, osei fe'elah, Adonai imach le'olam va'ed. Malchutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam lifnei Oshel Miriam, ze'eliyanu ve'yameru, ze'eliyanu ve'yameru, Adonai imach le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar v'kodesh, mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar v'kodesh. This section of our service has been dedicated to remembering those who are held in captivity in Gaza since October 7th, and for all of those who continue to be in harm's way in this deadly struggle. And we continue with our Hashkivenu prayer found on page either 42 or on the screen, wishing for a Sukkat Shalom, a shelter of peace for any innocent person who will be in harm's way. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, V'hamideinu shomreinu leChayim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, V'hamideinu shomreinu leChayim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, V'hamideinu shomreinu We continue with a poem entitled Hallel for the Hostages, written just last week after the holiday of Shavuot, where we say Hallel, songs of praise. Today, we sing Hallel as a demand, our please without please, Redeem them, O Redeemer. Protect them, O Protector. Hear our voices. Bless us and save us. Bless them and save them. Remember us all, so that our praises to you have not been sung in vain. Just as the Jewish people have kept Shabbat, Shabbat has kept the Jewish people. We continue with Vishamru on page 44. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat b'dorotam berit olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam ki sheishet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim me'et haaretz u'bayom hashvi'i Shabbat Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat Shabbat vayinafash. We continue into our Amidah prayer, which can be found on page 46 and following. If you are able, I invite you to rise. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim,
וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רק להושיע, מוריד הטל, מחלקל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידה מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמנתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש בשמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. I invite you to pray the rest of the Amidah silently, or to share the prayers of your own heart silently. When you are finished, I invite you to be seated. come to the time in our service where we think of those who are in need of healing, of mind, body, and spirit. If there's anyone on your mind for whom you'd like to share their name, I invite you to say their name out loud as I pass my hand across the congregation, but prayers of the heart are also absolutely accepted.
Betty Abrams, Satchel Abrams, Jeffrey Abrams, Dudley, and Jerry.
Yes, thank you.
Francis Williams, John Malachowski.
Be wise.
People of Israel, Gaza, and
We wish them a speedy recovery of body, mind, or spirit, and together we say, Amen. When I was working on my application to cantorial school as a 20-year-old college junior, my cantor suggested I meet up with an old friend who is now in cantorial school and was back in town for summer break. We sat in my cantor's office, and this friend told me what school was like and how I needed to prepare so that I would succeed. We went through it all. Brush up on your Hebrew, read the sheet music, and interpret it without embellishment. And, oh yeah, he said, be careful who you date. I was perplexed. What do you mean by that? This is when this friend told me that Hebrew Union College, the foremost institution of the Reformed Jewish world and beacon of liberal Judaism, would not accept people into the fold that were in interfaith relationships. And if you are dating someone who isn't Jewish, he said, hide it. This moment awakened an anger inside of me. At the temple where this discussion took place, many of our families were interfaith. Often, the most involved person in any couple was the non-Jew. It was normal and expected and embraced. How could Hebrew Union College, an institution that supposedly reflects the values of Reformed Judaism, reject people who fall in line with the socially accepted values of the faith? And thus began a deep-seated irritation that grew into my most profound pet peeve. Once accepted to cantorial school, in a Torah portion of the week class, we learned about this week's parasha, Parashat Beha'alotecha. In it, Miriam and Aaron speak out against Moses, the greatest prophet in Jewish history, for having an interfaith and interracial relationship with his wife, Zipporah. God becomes outraged by this gossip against God's prophet, and he calls Moses, Miriam, and Aaron to the tent of meeting. There, he reprimands Miriam and Aaron for lashon hara, evil speech, and inflicts Miriam with scales as a punishment for speaking out against Moses and his relationship with his wife. Sitting in that classroom, it seemed like the ethics of interfaith relationships were quite clear in Torah. If someone commits to embracing Jewish values, as Sipporah did, there is no problem with interfaith relationships. If it's good enough for Moshe Rabbeinu, it should be good enough for us. So why was there a rule such as the one in place for us at Hebrew Union College? Turns out, it wasn't just the college. In more conservative sects of Judaism, intermarriage is banned as well. Additionally, Judaism as an inherited faith is considered to be matrilineal in these movements passed through the mother. Returning to Moses and Sipporah and their children who were not born to an Israelite mother, by this logic, Moses' own children were considered not to be Jewish. The man who literally knew God, panim el panim, face to face. But his marriage is invalid according to the laws he gave the people of Israel, and his children are not part of the Jewish people. To be clear, I have studied halakha, Jewish law. I have learned all the reasoning that people give for this, and still, I reject this on the principle of Torah alone. For this reason, I'm grateful that Reform Judaism is a movement that embraces what non-Jews have to offer us. Reform Judaism was originally an assimilationist movement in Germany, and while I am glad that there has been a return to tradition in the last 20 years, I am also glad that we embrace that there is a lot we can learn from non-Jews. Many of the greatest hits of Judaism have come from outside cultures. Even monotheism comes from Zoroastrianism. Jewish osmosis, or putting outside ideas through that Jewish lens, shapes the ever-changing religion and culture of Judaism. For that reason, I'm grateful for the people who regularly enter this temple to improve Judaism and vow to repair the world, even if they are not Jewish themselves. The fact that my ordaining institution did not allow its graduate to personally reflect this crucially important part of our community made me angry, and it brought me a lot of shame. Fast forward to yesterday at about noon. My phone starts blowing up, and I immediately begin to celebrate. Hebrew Union College had overturned its ban on interfaith relationships. I was thrilled because I personally know people who want to be Reform leaders that are in interfaith relationships and therefore could not attend Hebrew Union College until yesterday. The reality of interfaith relationships, it isn't so uncommon for Jews of minority backgrounds. People that aren't from a densely Jewish area like the East or West Coast, or are a person of color, or are gay or trans, or are a convert, are far less able or likely to marry or seriously date another Jew. No more will these students have to hide their relationships. No more will these people be turned away from the only Reform ordaining institution in the country because of who they love. We need people from these diverse and minority backgrounds desperately in Reform Judaism, and thankfully, the college now agrees. I'm filled with immense gratitude and pride for the students and alumni who spearheaded this initiative to make our Reform Seminary a more inclusive place. And I am grateful for the board of the college and to President Andrew Rayfeld for making a decision that will move Reform Judaism into the future. We are a movement focused on inclusion, on welcoming the stranger, on tikkun olam. We as Reform Jews work towards equality, even when it's difficult. And because of this, when the people on our bimas represent those of us in the pews, it creates a profoundly holy space for all in attendance. Representation matters, and I am so grateful that we will soon see people who are in relationships like Moses and Sipporah's as members of Jewish leadership, guiding the Jewish world in the coming years. Bruchim habaim, welcome to all who will soon join Jewish leadership that could not before. I and the Reform community welcome you with open arms. How good it is for all of us, even and especially with our differences in mind, to sit together today and every day. Open the
Jews for the Jews, indeed. We turn now to page 282, for our Aleinu praise. And I invite you, if you are able, to rise. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'teitz gedula li'yotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, nelo samanu kemishpachot ha'adamah, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, ve'gor aleinu kechol ha'olam. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגבהי מרמים הוא אלוהינו העינוד אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו ככתוב בתורתו מידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל מעל הארץ מתחת אין עוד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. You may be seated briefly. We've come to the time in our service where we remember our beloved departed, those who have left us in recent days, Wilma Lee Rosen, Barbara Eisenstadt Yasilov. We mark the yahrzeits of Lena Abrams, Bernard J. Barr, Pearl Berkowitz, Jeanette Brand, Lena H. Chetlin, Morris Favish, Rebecca Field, Dora Borgenecht Finder, Ruth Friedman, Nathan Ginsberg, Sarah Glick, Rabin Gubernick, Faye Gusky, David L. Jacobson, Susan Kantrowitz, Bernard Kramer, Selma Florence Kuby, Sanford Lichtenstein, Albert Loeb, Harry Malatovsky, Sadia Meyer Malamed, Joseph Motzman, Sanford Neiman, Richard Martin Pomerantz, Molly Moidel Ponyman, Harvey Ringelheim, Alfred Ruse, Barnett Sapir, Ruth Schulman, Fanny Siegel, Hannah Silberman, Nathan Silver, Mark Steinberg, Linda Taylor, Joseph Udrin, Herman Weiss, Jerry Wellens, and Johanna Zimmerman. If you have a name that you'd like to add to these list of names, or if I've inadvertently mispronounced a name of your loved one, I invite you to share as I pass my hand around the congregation. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Together we rise, if we are able, on page
294. Page 294. And we say in support together. Yitgadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirute ve'avlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon, u'v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mebarach le'alam u'almei almayah. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudasha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush v'chata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'rama, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. You may be seated. I want to thank Sarah Mangan for being our techno wizard behind the computer. To all of you who have joined in person on this very hot evening, and for those of you, again, who are streaming from the comfort of your own AC online, I'm grateful that all of you are here. Thank you so much. We're going to conclude today with Olam Chesed Yibaneh. I thought this was an appropriate conclusion because I feel as though we as a Reformed community are going to be better able to build this world from love in the coming years. Before I say Shabbat Shalom, we are going to continue with Kiddush on page 5. I invite you to rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hadafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavav
ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Chaim. We say the blessing over our challah. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, haosiyeh haaretz b'te'avon. Come grab a slice if you like. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom, Bimroma. Oh, say shalom, Bimroma. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom.